Hello and welcome back to Transports Fever 2. Thank you very much for joining me in this video. Last time out, well, we were building this. This is the new railway that cost us about $4 million. Taking us from Memphis through Clearwater and all the way up to Newport News. This railway goes through probably the heart of some of this American style countryside, follows many of the undulations, as you can see, perhaps a little bit smoothed out, but it does follow many of the undulations. So you can see right now we are going downhill and then we start going uphill. Thank you, Say, for ruining my intro. In this episode, we're going to be getting along with creating the bus route in both Clearwater and Newport News, and then hopping on one of these trains all the way from Norwalk to Newport News. Hopefully this does give us something that will be profitable. If not, well then I'm at a loss as to what to do to fix this, at least at this point in time. As we go over this, you can see Clearwater appearing. We're not going to go all the way to Newport News. Hang on a second. Warning. Bears online. Well, I mean, that bear aside, let's go ahead and get on with this. First thing we're going to do is figure out where we're going to create a bus route in Clearwater. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to lay out a couple more streets. You know what? I could quite do with a diagonal street at the moment. He says seeing diagonal streets, not actually doing what they're supposed to do, because he's messed them up. Let's try that again. You know what? I could actually do with diagonal streets this time. There we go. It said diagonal streets were hard. Perfect. Okay. So what I'm thinking of doing is I'm going to add in... Is that the upgrade button? Street modification. No. It's street mods. I'm going to add in some bus stops. And given the size of this place, though I'll make bus stops in groups like this, I am going to only run in one direction. At least for now. As to what direction I'm going to run in, I do not know. I'll decide in a moment. Let's go over to Newport News and figure a similar thing out here. For this, again, we're going to potentially continue this street and connect it along there. That street, well, perhaps. I mean, that's quite rough, that is, that little area. That's very rough. I don't particularly like this idea. No, I very much do not like that idea. Okay. Well, that's change of plans then. Right, okay, got it. I know what I'll do. So we'll have bus stops here at the Lego factories. Sorry, I just see those bricks and I think Lego, so... A bus stop there. We'll do a bus stop there. Have one up here. Can we have one? Let's have one up here. And then we'll have one down here. There we go. That doesn't look too terrible. So out of there, round we go. And that will do. Right, depots. In go the depots. Road depot. Where are we going to put the road depot for this? Well, guess what? Given that this is an entire area that we're working on, I'll put the road depot right here. Come on. There we go. So what the purple means. Road depot is in. Fantastic. Let's get the other depot in. Into Clearwater as well. Clearwater's depot can go... Ooh. Let's have Clearwater's depot just out here in the industrial area. Why not? Who said everything has to be in the exact same spot? There we go. Lovely. Sort of falls into the ground a little. Not exactly sure why that was. It was flat. Is that downhill? Actually, that's downhill. Never mind. Never mind. Alright, let's make the routes. So far we've spent about 4 million. So that's not too bad. Okay, fine. Let's go... let's go clockwise. Very good. And again, we shall go for red. Is that red? I should go for a deeper red. I like that red more. But we'll stick with the main red for now. Name it. For a second I was kind of confused as to what I'm doing. Clearwater 01. We do not need a 02. We're going to go only for a 01. And then we'll do the same here. That's not what I meant to do. That's what I meant to do. New line. All these new noises. And we shall go this way again. Perfect. Now, why do you have to do that? Why do you have to be awkward? Really? Fine, if you want to be really awkward, I'll give you that. No, can I? No, yeah, fine. Be awkward. I'll give you that. I mean, you know, it would have been very easy for this to go in this way and out that way. That would have been easy. But, oh no, it doesn't want to do that, does it? No, no. Okay. You're called PARD New... I'm just going to call this place Newport. I don't know why it's Newport News. What's the news? What's the big news? Maybe somebody will explain that one to me. Okay. And then we shall buy some vehicles. We shall buy 10 of these. Shall we buy 10? Shall we buy 15? We shall buy 10 of these to start with. That's a loss of noise. We shall paint. We just cloned them all. Fine. We now have 20 of these. We shall paint them all red. And we shall set them all on the Newport line. There you go. We apparently have 20 of those now. In Clearwater, we shall buy... not 20 of them. 6 of them. We shall paint them red. And set them on the line. Done. Okay. That's sorted. Next up, what we need to do is find a train that's about to pull into... Which... that train's coming in. Train 4. We are going to be following train 4 today. We are then going to go ahead and find... No, not that. That's one. That's route. Oh, it is managed line. And we are going to adjust this. We are going to go. Memphis is where it starts. I wish I could change that around. Can I have it starting from Norwalk? Let me try this. Norwalk, there we go. Concord. No, add station. Memphis. Clearwater. Newport. Let's try the passenger station. Newport. Back to Clearwater. Back to Memphis. That's running okay. Back to Concord. And we are happy. Now, what's wrong with train 13? Who are you? What's wrong with you? Wait a minute. Whoa, 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 whoa. Wait, what? Why are you causing problems? What's wrong with... What's the matter with you? Alright, let's go for platform 2. Can you... Oh, there we go. Okay, happy. There we go, it's happy. Right. Who are you? You're over there. What's your problem? No path. There you go. Now you have a path. Fantastic. Okay. Now that we're ready, let's go ahead and, for the rest of this episode, either find problems or get this running and see if it works. It's going to be a lot of... Oh my word. That was a mistake. That was a big mistake. Where's that train gone? Just got to keep an eye on that. That's one. When it gets to Norwalk, I need to jump on board. Of course, we've lost all our passengers, it seems, but I'm sure they'll come back. In fact, it looks like they are coming back already. Anybody over here? Anybody in Clearwater wishing to use the railway? Brand new railway. Don't miss it. If you miss it, one will be back soon, I suppose. One person waiting there. One person waiting there. Just one. One person waiting there. And we've got 20 of these. That's not clever. That is not clever at all. Still one person. 2 people. 2 people. Still one person. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. We've got another person here on Willow Street. Big day. We've got a person. We've got 2 people there. I'm not sure where you're going, but we have 2 people there. And that's it. What's this looking like? 1 still. 5. 1. 6. And 2. Okay. Okay, so these are going to be used. We're here. How are we going to do this? I think I'll just sit at the front. Let's sit there. This is what we'll do. There we go. That's, in fact, that side. That's better. We'll do that. Okay, we have 13 passengers on board. We're going to keep an eye on this and see what we get. It's a shame I can't get rid of the bottom of this, but that's okay. In the meantime, I think I'll have a drink of water. This does make you thirsty, all this recording. course, the name of the route does need replacing. It says Norwalk to Memphis. We need to change that from that to Norwalk to Clearwater or something. Oh, this is going to change my view, isn't it? Oh no, it doesn't. That must be Transport's Fever the First. Who knew? Oh, look at that, there's a train underneath. That's pretty cool. That is pretty cool right there. I do like the fact that you can look around like so. That is pretty neat compared to the original. Then we have this weird section where we had the dip and the... I just didn't understand what's happened here. Something happened, clearly, but I'm not sure why. I mean, it's the platform's at the same angle, same height, and it just did that weird dip coming into Concord. But yes, here we are coming into Concord, and let's see what we pick up this time. Wait a minute, there are passengers waiting. What? I see it, I see. Wow, there are passengers waiting. You, madam, are very close to the platform edge. We now have 17 on board. Very good. Continue. Onwards. Full steam ahead. Oh, just go. Please? Pretty please? Thank you. Thank you very much. So suddenly the passenger numbers have picked up, which means that this run to Clearwater is working. Thank you for waiting. I appreciate that. And thank you as well on the other side. I saw you. This might need a little bit of smoothing. I do like the raised, sort of the raised terrain, the raised soil on that side. Something like a natural barrier, but it's not perfect. There's a train just pulling in. That train, I think, is the one that we saw when I looked backwards and it was leaving that farm. I think that's the train. So obviously it beat us to that area, but we did stop in Concord, so yeah. That farm is busy, and I've got some plans to make that farm busier still in the future. It is a very busy farm. Next stop is Memphis. 18 passengers going to Memphis. How many are going to get off? We shall see. And how many are waiting at Memphis to go to Clearwater? Or indeed Newport News. Or Newport. I'm just going to call it Newport. Newport News sounds like the local newspaper in Newport. In fact, there probably is a newspaper in the town of Newport called the Newport News. Thank you, autosave, once again for ruining the video. I should just switch autosave off. The reason I leave it on is just in case of crashes. Transports Fever 1 used to crash occasionally, and it was very annoying to lose things. Okay, here we are in Memphis. And we should take a look at the passenger levels. Passenger numbers, should I say. Let's take a look over. There are 1, 2. There are 2 passengers. There's a bunch waiting on this side. Hello. Good afternoon. Good evening. I hope you're well. Again, some of these do stand dangerously close to the platform. Hang on a minute, that's really cool. The time on that station is the actual time I'm recording this. Is that a fluke? I need to check that. That might just be a fluke, or it might actually be synced to the system time. Sometimes these things are just, you look at it and you think, whoa, that's a neat little feature that they've put in. Right, let's continue on our way. A day-night cycle on this would be nice. It seems like it has the capability. Perhaps they'll implement it in an update or something. But it certainly has the capability to do it. Next stop, Clearwater. Hopefully you guys are enjoying this ride along. Certainly nice to see how this new track has panned out. I mean, we lost 1 mile per hour on that section, which is absolutely fine. Mathematically, that would allow me to work out the incline on that. You know, the grade in percent or 1 in whatever. But for that, I would need to know the mass of the train, the friction coefficient of the rail, which I'm sure I could estimate, and in fact that's probably the only 2 things I need to know. Send it again, slow down. Oh, actually, and the time it took to slow down, so the deceleration rate. And that should tell me the angle of that railway, or the grade. Right, Clearwater is now ahead of us. We should be there momentarily, and of course after that it is Newport News. And I see here I'm expecting to drop to about 26 miles per hour as we go up this hill. But this train is actually doing quite well. It's at 27. Oh, there's 26. It might even drop to 25. 25. Okay, so it does slow down a bit over this, and then speeds up once again. Back up to 28. Let's see how many people are waiting in Clearwater. Both platforms, of course. And has this been a good spend of, what, 4.5 million? Something like that. Was this good for 4.5 million? I mean, I think it's a really good line overall. It's pottering through the countryside. I can hear some noises. Lots of smoke. Not sure what that horse and carriage was doing. Oh, we have people actually. Oh, whoa, oh, okay, okay. That's a lot of people. That is actually a lot of people. I think we only dropped off 4 people. Alright, that's 19 on board right now. In the opposite direction we've got 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28. I think we've got about 30 in the opposite direction. And we have 20 on board. Not quite half a train, but almost half a train. And there's certainly more than half a train waiting on the opposite side. And this is of course only the initial run. This might be far more popular than I thought. And we'll have to see what kind of profits it turns as well. It's important to see the profits. It lets us know how to run the trains. I think perhaps I need to add 2 more trains on this railway. I think currently I have 4. 6 should do the trick. Is that train coming back? That might be a train coming back. I thought I saw some smoke in the distance. I thought I did. I might be imagining. No, there. That looks like smoke. I think it might be it might be smokestacks from a building. Oh no, that's a train, all right. Here it comes. Fantastic. Now, perhaps this train will pick up those 30, or maybe there's already too many people on this train. That train looks pretty busy, just looking inside it. That train did look pretty busy. So this could be a really, really good line for us. Just to think, either it's easier to make money in Transports Fever 2, or I've just played Transports Fever and Train Fever for so long that I just know the tricks. But I do feel like it is a little bit easier to make money in Transports Fever 2. I mean, as soon as you grab a train, it just your profits increase exponentially. So I do think it's easier. And as we come up to Newport news, it is coming up to time to end this video. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed it. If you have, please hit that like button, press that thumbs up, and subscribe to the channel too if you haven't yet done so. If you have done so, see if you click that notification bell. Do click that if you haven't, because that will inform you every time I actually release a video. Thank you, YouTube's algorithm, for doing some weird stuff with that. Also, if you can do so and wish to support me further, you can find me on Patreon, www.patreon.com/ecgadget. Your support would be massively appreciated. It would really help me out. And you can find me on social media at ecgadgetlp for both Twitter and Instagram. That looked rather busy as well. That's 2 trains coming out of Newport News. This is the 3rd one heading in. let's see what this let's see what the station looks like once we've got there. So, have I done everything? Yep, like, comment, subscribe, notification bell, Patreon, social media, Twitter, Instagram. I think that's about it. Yeah. Thank you very much for watching, of course, once again. Loads more videos on Transports Fever 2 coming your way, as well as plenty of other series that you might enjoy. Don't like that hill. Something looks odd about the houses on that hill. It's just a little bit too artificial. Artificial, well, I suppose it's just... It looks man-made. Didn't smooth that out, did they? Welcome to Newport News. Where a lot of passengers are waiting. What on earth? Are you kidding? I think that might be a full train's worth. I have a feeling that might be a full train's worth. That was a full train's worth. Yep, that was the entire train. That was 42. Well, there we have it. That's pretty good. What I'm going to do, though, is I'm going to have a look at where the other trains are. There's a train coming along that way. And I'm going to send a clone or two of these trains out to end this episode. There we go. Okay, that's it. We'll end it there, and I'll see you guys next time.